Winter is definitely upon us, and along with the winter cold comes the cravings for those hearty stews, which make us feel warm and fuzzy on the inside but don't do much for our health. If you think that a stew has to be unhealthy, well, Nazneen Khan, a dietitian at Nestle, has some news for you. What are we making today that's going to give us that winter warmth but not all that unhealthy stuff?
Today I thought we'd cook up a nice beef and lentil stew, something that's going to keep us going throughout the day. Traditionally in the winter months, we opt for warmer, hotter, fattier, unhealthier options. So I thought today we'll combine real wholesome ingredients, something close to my heart and definitely to my stomach. And of course then we'll see how we can combine health and taste and offer something for our viewers and make it really, really exciting.
Okay, so the ingredients are looking good. Can you talk us through what we have?
There's a couple of things, Tenj. So we've got some delicious, very, very high quality meat here. This is the shin, beef shin. We've got some normal flour. We've got some diced carrots. We've got some diced onions, and then some tomato, some butter beans, some lentils, and some spices. And we'll go through some chili. We've got some dried chili flakes. We've got some paprika, and we've got some tomato paste. And then of course we've got the Nestle evaporated milk and the light, and some parsley for garnishing.
I am loving that chili. It really does sound like a winter warmer. Should we get started?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Sprinkle the meat with flour. This will later thicken the sauce.
What you can do also is instead of the flour, if you want to go a little bit healthier, you can use plain oat bran.
Heat a little oil in a big pot and brown the meat. Before you start, be sure to cut any fat off the meat to keep it lean.
So then we're just going to let that brown a little bit, and as soon as it's browned, I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to add in the onion and carrots.
Onions add great flavor to the dish, while carrots are packed with vitamin A and beta-carotene.
Now, I heard that carrots absorb the flavor. Is that true?
Well, you want the flavors to actually absorb into every part of the ingredient, and because this is a nice stew, you'll find the crunch in the carrots, but also you want to get the nice flavor pulling through in each of the separate ingredients as well.
Nazneen then adds a tin of chopped tomatoes and season the dish to taste with salt and pepper. Then follows chilies and smoked paprika with a scoop of tomato paste.
Okay, so we use chopped tomatoes, but you can also get it out of a tin. Is there any nutritional difference between the two?
Tenji, actually not. It retains all its nutritional value, the vitamin A, the vitamin C.
When the tomato mixture is heated through, you can then return the meat to the pot.
So we really want some juicy, tender meat. So we're going to let that stew for about half an hour. And then to save some time, I've put some on the burner already, and basically we're going to just add a couple of more ingredients in here.
Stir in 1 tin of drained butter beans as well as a tin of lentils. This recipe is a great crowd pleaser. It's enough to feed 6 people. If vegetarian, simply leave out the meat and add more lentils.
The reason I like this recipe so much is that it combines your carbohydrates or your starches, but these carbohydrates and starches are actually high in fiber, but they're also low GI. And then the very last ingredient is your evaporated milk light.
This adds a delicious creamy taste and texture to the dish, but without the guilt as it's low in fat.
Now, I must be honest, I've never seen evaporated milk used in a stew before.
Well, you could actually use evaporated milk in a whole host of recipes. In desserts, you can use it in a curry instead of a cream.
Spoon the stew into big serving bowls and serve it piping hot.
And for our viewers at home, if you would like an ingredients list and a link to this recipe, SMS the keyword Nestle to 33728. You will also be entered into a competition to win a Nestle hamper. Remember, T's and C's apply.
Here's a quick recap of the main steps. Sprinkle beef with flour, then brown the meat before setting it aside. To the same pot, add onions and carrots, then saute until soft. Add tomatoes, season to taste, add tomato paste, and then return the meat back to the pot and simmer gently for 1 hour until the meat is tender. Finally, add butter beans and lentils as well as Nestle low-fat evaporated milk. Warm through and serve generous helpings. Find this recipe on Expresso's Facebook page and website. or SMS the keyword Nestle to 33728. That's Nestle to 33728, and a 500 Rand Nestle hamper might be yours. SMS will cost you R1.50, T's and C's apply, and the competition closes at 8:30 a.m. today.
Nestle. Love to cook. Cook with love.